Hello? Does it work now? I think my audio is broken. Hello? Does it work now? I think my audio is broken. Oh, it's working now. Peace and love on planet Earth, everyone. Oops. Oh, it's working now. Peace and love on planet Earth, everyone. Oh wait, I think it's echoing. Hang on, why are you echoing? Oh wait, I think it's echoing. Hang on, why are you echoing? No, it's not echoing, I'm just crazy. Okay. No, you are echoing. Why are you okay? Wait. Hang on, let me fix it. That's really annoying. Hello? Okay. Well, that'll probably be fine. So I think it'll stop echoing now. But that means you guys can probably hear my desktop audio. You shouldn't be able to do that. I don't have it on. Okay, well, thank you, YouTube. Why does it? Okay, let me ping everyone. Okay, well, hang on. I don't understand why it's doing that. You shouldn't be... Okay. Well, you guys can hear me, so everything's fine. I forgot what I was doing with this. Okay, I think I wanted... Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to swap between my After Effects and CSP today. I am really rusty. I like forgot how to do everything. No, okay. I don't want to close my project. I want to get my files. I would also really like my audio. I don't know where that went. I can see that I have it in my Clip Studio Paint thing, so I have the audio cut somewhere. I don't know where it is, but we're gonna go find it. Huh. Okay, you're not there. A long time ago, yeah, because I don't touch my desktop computer anymore. Oh my goodness. Date modified. Oh, there it is. We found it. I don't know why the audio sounds really messed up, but we're gonna focus on that later. The birth first stream. Oh my god, hi cat, thank you. I'm gonna get lonely. I haven't touched my computer in 1,000,000 years. Okay. I forgot what I was doing here. I think I was trying to cut up my text. Let me go put my iPad away so I can charge. Hi, I'm actually recovering from surgery right now. Funny story. I would have been streaming all throughout my winter break, but I kind of died. Hello. But it stopped hurting for me to sit. Oh, I've just been having health problems all semester for all of the fall for the past maybe 5 months ish. On and off. So I got a surgery for it, which wasn't a major thing. But we ball now, so I had it a week ago, and it wasn't really major, so I recovered pretty fast. And I'm not in pain anymore. I had to I didn't take medication, so I didn't want it to mess up. I didn't take my Adderall because I didn't want it to mess up my painkillers, and I had to take like narcotics and like a lot of ibuprofen for a few days for pain. And I was just like fucking insane for like 5 days because I was just like going in and out of like falling asleep and waking up. And I can probably go back and find some really incomprehensible posts that I made, which is very funny to me. Yeah. Uh, it was really funny because I have like just it was like reproductive health stuff, so I have like family history of that. And like I went in expecting one thing, and then I got like I took like a test, and I got results that both of the things that could possibly be wrong were wrong, and it was like, well, that's not good. But it was kind of expected, right? So, and it wasn't like life threatening or anything. And then they also were going to check if I had this other condition during the surgery because it's kind of hard to check otherwise. And then I think they did find evidence that I had the other condition. So I was like, well, no wonder I was just like fighting for my life for months because I had like everything wrong. But I don't know if it's like placebo effect, but I do feel like a lot better. So already I like don't feel really depressed and like just exhausted anymore. Why is okay? But yeah, I was busy. I'm always busy with college, and then I was having health problems, so that's why I didn't stream. And I'm so sad that I haven't made like a YouTube video in a year. I was like trying to, but it didn't work out. So okay. Um, yeah, the other condition that they found actually is incurable, and it will basically just come back if but I can probably take medication to slow it. Um, and it seems it probably runs in my family too. So I don't think it'll be too bad. I think it was just like a compound of like a lot of things were wrong, so that's why I was like dying. But I have like medication that's supposed to help like manage the chronic thing that you can't get rid of because it's basically my body thinks it's supposed to be growing tissue in like the wrong place, um, and it's not supposed to do that. But I don't really. So they just removed a bunch of the like tissue that was built up, but I guess it comes back. So that kind of sucks. They should find a cure for that. Uh, yeah. I don't think I have like a really. Is this hat? Yes, it is hat radish. It's going to be hat radish. I was explaining that I had surgery last week. I'm doing a hat radish map part because I need to. I'm completely out of the groove with making videos, so we're gonna try to like regain that before I start college again. I'm like taking like I'm doing part time this semester because I have to do a bunch of therapy for another thing. A lot has been going on, so I have to do like a lot of therapy. Also, I was just so fucking wiped out because I had like a miserable semester because I was having because of my health because of the health issues for fall. So I'm just gonna take a break because I have like a normal relationship with academics. Um, Hat radish. I love hat radish. They're really fucked. They need to stop doing that. Okay, now I remember what I was doing. So this is Nahida. And then we have to kill her. Don't kill her. That's really mean. She's been through enough. Thank you. I'm like crazy. Okay. Um you can see my Cliff Studio. Okay, sorry. We're not doing a lot of drawing right now because I did some drawing on my iPad. So that's usually what I draw on nowadays. But I hate animating on it. I got Procreate Dreams. It's so um, Well, we don't have to kill her. We just have to delete her from the lair. I feel like I should clarify that. I don't know why I said it like that. I just had to like go and review like a hate speech warning on my channel because of some like stream I had with like I was like talking to my friend on like 2 years ago where he was like he made a joke about not liking Australians because like his bird had like chewed through his power cords, and YouTube was like, I think this is you inciting violence against Australians, and it wasn't. It was a joke about his bird. So I submitted a reveal, but it's not a strike. I hope that me explaining that doesn't get me another strike, because there's no bigotry going on here. It was a joke about his bird. Like, I don't know how you say, like, yeah, you know, I'm just not, because the joke was like, quote, like, yeah, I'm just not a fan of Australians because they keep chewing through my cords or whatever, something like that. And I just, that just doesn't sound like serious bigotry. I don't know about you. Okay, we're gonna import my files. I really hope me explaining that does not get them, like, barreling down and, like, and yelling at me again. But now I'm like paranoid. Like I'm just not sure that this is, you know, the biggest like concern of hate speech going on the internet right now. I don't know. That might just be me though. I was like, because they finally let me see like the timestamp of what happened like months after giving me the warning. So I looked at it, and it was just the Australian clip, and I was like, that is not what I was expecting. That's so funny. Are you trying to say Italians? Okay, I don't know if you can hear my audio. If you end up having to hear me play back the map part 20 million times, I'm sorry. Italians? Oh, no, it was Australians. I'm sorry, Bluey, from Bluey the TV show. That's the most prominent Australian to me, I think. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. I just need to like put my brain back online to figure out what I'm doing, and then we're gonna. I have like a lot of video ideas. I need to clone myself because like I also started doing like a shop now, right? But now I'm like split between wanting to do just standard like art for fun, right? And then also like videos, and then also now merch, and then also I like want to finish some writing projects I have. So I'm like split between wanting to do a lot of like different kinds of art basically. And I just don't really have time for it because I kind of have to dedicate, because like I usually do like a lot of like longer term projects, so it's like I kind of just jump between a lot of them, but it's like annoying because I want to work on all of them at once, or I want to like focus on one so I can get it done, but then I don't want to neglect the others. So we need to invent cloning so I can clone like 4 different versions of myself temporarily, and they can just poof out of existence when they feel like it. So like one of them can do like my YouTube video ideas because I want to do my animations. The other one can do like my general art ideas, so like my general fan art, just standard illustrations that I want to do. And then another one can do all of my big merch projects that I want to do this year. And then the fourth can do writing, and then I'll just do schoolwork. You know, like I don't mind. Like I'll take the worst part. You know, I'll do like the actual like responsibilities I have in life. Because I get anxious if they're not being done by me, probably, even if it's myself. Cool. For real. Like, see, the thing is, I like doing work. Like, the thing is, I have just a lot of things I want to do at once. Like, I feel like I would probably get along with my clones if I were able to, like, if the clones were able to just vanish from existence or not have to, like, worry about staying alive in the way that a real human can. Like, if I could just, like, shadow clone myself and it's just this, like, vestige that can do stuff, but like can just kind of poof out of existence when they want to, or die really easily and painlessly, like in like Gravity Falls, for example. I think that I would probably get along with my clones kind of decently. Like everyone says that, and then it always will probably go wrong. But I feel like I'd be fine with it because I think about if I were a clone of myself, I feel like I would be okay if I could just like vanish out of existence, but kind of just do something that like I'm in agreement with myself on agreeing with. But like then you have to go into like how much of your clone is you, and like how do people change over time, right? Like that's why I'd only want the clones really short term. Like it's just like for like a night, I'm gonna clone 3 versions of myself so we can work on all of the art projects I want to do at once, and then like when it's bedtime, like they all vanish and I just go to bed and I just continue my life. Because like I feel like if you have a clone exist and go off and do their own thing, they start like developing differently than you would because they're experiencing different things. But that would have to happen over a long period of time, I think, right? But I feel like you're less likely to have clone chaos if it's just kind of like I suddenly find myself in existence and there's another version of me and it's like, hey, do you mind helping me do this thing? And I'd be like, sure, because I don't have to worry about existing long term. So as a clone, like I know that I wouldn't have like an existential crisis if it's just like if I immediately clone my current. Why am I talking about this so much? Okay, see, I just know that like because the clone would think the way I do. So if I were in agreement, like, yes, I want to do map parts and merch work at the same time with myself. If I'm in agreement on that and I want to do that, and I create a clone out of exactly that, the clone's going to be thinking the exact same way I am. And it's like, oh, awesome, I would love to work on map parts right now. Yeah, you can just do merch. And like, I think I would only start being kind of upset to be a clone and might get into like a fight with myself if I had to like worry about being like, if I had to have like an existential crisis about it, right? Like if I had to think about like, oh my god, I exist in the world now and I have to like live out my life as a clone, that would be really scary, and I feel like that would be prone to causing like a clone fight with my original self. But if I just kind of think like I'm just temporarily in existence, and then when I get poofed out of existence, I just kind of become like the main part of myself again, and it's just I will just continue to experience things as my primary self until the clone gets brought into existence again. So I'm really only existing as one entity, and I don't have to think about like existing as a clone of another entity long term. Like I feel like that would be fine. I think that I'm crazy. But anyways, that's my take on why I want to clone myself. Because like if I had to like bring like a clone into like a long-term existence where they like you couldn't really kill them, like you would basically have to kill them to remove them from existence, right? I would not want to clone. I would never clone myself because I would just feel like it would be kind of like unethical, or I would feel responsible for, and like the kind of existential crisis that this would cause in the other version of myself, because I know that how I would react to like thinking about that, and I would think about it too much. So I just think I wouldn't really mind being a clone if like it's just kind of like a temporary state and I kind of can view myself as like the original existence but just duplicated temporarily, right? Instead of like an entirely separate being that's a clone of something else. Like that's scary. But if it's just like, yeah, like I just made like another version of myself and now we're doing 2 things, so we can do 2 things at once, and then I'm just going to resume being one entity again, that's fine. It's just when you have to start thinking about like I'm an entirely separate being that's going to have to exist in the world and like come to terms with my own existence, and like how I feel distinctly separate from this other entity, like that's scary. Like I think like this cloning would be like you would feel pretty like synced up to the original one, like they're not like in control of you or anything weird like that. But it's like you're kind of on like the same wavelength, like telepathically. It's just like me, but like I'm able to do 2 like full brain occupying projects at once. And you know that's just okay. I didn't take my Adderall for a few days because I always feel weird when I take a lot of pain medication. Now I'm back on my Adderall and I can feel the immediate difference, and it's making me. It's really funny because like before I was just really spacey and kind of out of it, but now I'm just like. I was talking to one of my Tumblr mutuals about Genshin Impact characters, and I just started writing paragraphs about like my thoughts on that character's height, and I was like, well, I'm medicated now. Clone identity crisis. Yeah, you know, like I just, like I would feel bad if they were just kind of brought into existence, and they kind of had to register as like a person to do anything in society, and then there's a whole like thing going on, and then they're going to have to kind of get like psychological therapy, and because it's kind of stressful to think about that. Like I don't know, I wouldn't want to do that to someone just so for like the sake of temporary convenience. So I only want like a version of clothing that's basically just temporarily making it so I can do multiple things at once by duplicating myself. Like I don't know. Like I think it'd be good if I kind of remember being the clone, but it's sort of in a way where that's not like weird. Like I just remember doing both of the things, right? But it's kind of like we're just so in sync with each other and kind of like so closely the same entity. It's just kind of like I don't know. Like I guess it's less like a clone and more like I can tap into like alternate universes of myself where I decide to do different things. Oh, thank you for stopping by anyway, honey. Sorry about my clone philosophical talk instead of animating. um, Meeting people met you in your world is mine. Yeah, like I don't know. Like I think I would basically want to be able to like merge multiple. I guess it's less cloning and more like let's say there's like two like future paths where I decide to spend an afternoon working on my map part, and then the other one, like right now, I decide to live stream and work on my map part, and then in an alternate universe, I like have a live stream where instead I work on like my merch, like Wings of Fire charms that I'm working on designing right now. Like I would want to be able to basically access the progress on both of my projects from me, the basically the experiences of doing both of these things at the same time in terms of like art progression, right? But I don't. But without like ruining someone else's existence. So maybe like I go in, currently we're doing the map project route in the multiverse right now, the hypothetical Burfern's multiverse. And I can just tap into the other multiverse where I decided to do merch design instead, where I've hopefully made progress on it. And we can just, me and the other multiverse self can just trade with one another, right? And like we get each other's progress on the thing. So and I go back to my timeline and I basically done two things at the same time, but it's not like weird and confusing, right? And I kind of like have like the knowledge of like the feelings and memory of like doing both of the things, but I didn't like damn someone to an existential crisis. I didn't damn myself to like a version of myself to an existential crisis. Though I guess it would cause like a different kind of existential crisis if I like knew that like I was able to confirm that a multiverse existed and was constantly interacting with different timelines. Like I think that would also give me an existential crisis based on how I am. But I just want to be able to work on multiple art projects at once. Okay, there's that's the summary here. Okay, so this was supposed to be animated, and I animated part of this map part in Procreate Dreams. Oops, I was on my After Effects the entire time. If you notice that it seems like nothing is going on in the stream, I probably clicked to my other program but forgot to switch the stream to it, so just let me know so it's not boring to watch. Okay, well, we're gonna need to import that. But you know, that's my take on cloning. I don't know why I decided to go into detail about it. Now I'm like kind of having an existential crisis thinking about the multiverse right now. The hypothetical multiverse. So, you know, like I think if I had to have like a relationship with like a long-term existing clone, I would kind of just want it to be like Tulip and Lake Infinity Train, right? Like I'm glad that they seem to be able to lead off on a good note, and it would probably be better that we're just not really involved in each other's lives, and it's kind of awkward and creepy to think about how someone's had to mirror my entire life and they're like an own separate person. Like I'd feel probably really guilty and awful interacting with Lake if I was Tulip, right? But you know, I would be happy that Lake is able to find like their own meaning of existence elsewhere, and you know, like we can probably just be like really distant friends who like text once a month on life updates, but it's kind of awkward for us to be in close proximity. But it's like it's not because we don't like each other. It's just the realms of the universe kind of forced Lake into existence, and I kind of feel responsible for it, and I feel kind of bad about it. That's you know that if I had to have like a clone like that, that's what I would want. You know, they're allowed to just kind of run off and be their own person. That's kind of very distinguishable from me in existence. And we're, you know, it's kind of awkward for us to like be really close together, but we're not like enemies. So, you know. So like in theory, I would want them to like be cloned into existence, and then when they decide that they're fed up with me, they can like teleport to an entirely different area of the world and just build a life there. Yeah. Okay, let me okay, so this okay, I have like a whole idea of how this is supposed to look. Um but it's kind of hard for me to describe. I also need all of my layers back. I also don't know if it's going to look good, but we're going to like try it anyways. So I forgot how to draw on my computer. Okay. I miss it because Procreate sometimes is annoying. But anyways, how have you guys been? Sorry about going on like a clone rant. Yay! Come back soon. Or I mean, I don't know. I didn't mean to say it like that. Have fun with your thing. I'll wait for you. Question mark. I don't know, guys. I'm just saying things. I'm about to like go and get my like individual frames uh that I drew, even though they're like barely anything, but like I just okay, we need to turn on the opacity on this. Oh, but then you can see, oh my god, okay. Well, growling. Oh, we can fix that, that's fine. I had like the timing and I was like fighting for my life. See, I like Procreate Dreams of Theory and I think I can make it work, but it's like really hard and clunky. Um, so sometimes I think I should like just bite the bullet and learn how to do like get used to like drawing on Clip Studio Pan on my iPad because I can animate and do videos on my iPad easy. But then I have to pay for a subscription, so I don't like that. Maybe I could figure out how if I could like sync up my iPad and use it as a drawing tablet with my laptop. I don't know if that's possible. Because like, you know, I could bring my laptop around when I'm at college, but then I have to lug around my drawing tablet on top of my laptop in my backpack, and that's really heavy and awful, especially since I have to walk everywhere since I don't live on campus. Oh, your thing will be quick, yay. Oh, your ass is not showing me all of my frames. Show me my frames. How did they time this so I like remember I really liked how it looked on my Procreate Dreams file when I storyboarded it there. Maybe it starts to I need to push this entire thing back. Oh my god, can I stop having my post-surgery pain? Stop it! Ow! Okay, we're good. No, it was definitely supposed to be sooner. I guess they were gonna do that. I can pull up my thing. I guess I should just do all the keyframes and figure them out now, and if I want, and like how animated this is gonna be, so I can like throw it into the After Effects thing. So it's like an actual animatic that I can like base off of. Because my other video I started doing, I like completely forgot how to start and plan videos, so it's just been like a mess, and I'll go back to it eventually. But oh my god. Okay, he goes up on game. Nope. Okay, where does this frame end, though? Maybe here. Ha ha ha. Delete. I'm trying to decide how animated that's going to be. Probably not very animated. Okay, well that means we have to, oh my god, that means I have to like figure out how this is going to look. Okay, we're going to throw down some freaking things now. Hello. I'm like really sorry. I'm like trying to remember how to animate properly. Oops. I forgot how to use this program. Clip Studio Paint, you need to cooperate with me here. Let me delete that. Yep. And then we don't need that. We need that gone, and we need this to be a solid color so I can throw an opacity over it. And I think it doesn't hurt to extend that one more frame. Okay. It's so hard to play things in Procreate Dreams. Why did I storyboard this here? Oh my goodness. I really want to learn how to use that other program though. Oh, that's okay. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay, we're gonna, goodness gracious, okay. I don't know how to animate this. We're gonna figure it out. Maybe I should record myself. Wait, okay. Okay, so I think that he would, you can do this, or I think we need to not have his like arm come out until kind of towards the end. Extend it a bit more. Okay, I think this is gonna work. We just have to. All right, let's try to throw this into my editing program, I think. That is not Wanderer, but okay. Oops, okay. I think this might work. We're not gonna know until we try it, so. Okay. Let's swap to my editing program. I'll have to remember to swap back and forth like a. Oh gosh dang it. Oh, god dang it. I remembered that it doesn't like me doing that. Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to do this then. Alright, that's fine. Hang on. Let me just, 1 second. I'll bring the thing back. Alright. Where are my games? Alright, sorry about that. I was just, looking at stuff in the background here. And we're back. What was I doing? Okay, right. I have no attention span. I'm trying. Okay, let's try putting in these three. And we can keep them on this composition for now, but I'm going to try it. I hope I can remember to make a note to move them later so I can time them better, but why are they so small? Oh my goodness, okay. We don't need that much. I hope my composition is at like 24 frames. Okay. Oh, I am kind of young. I feel like I do. Every time I listen to recordings of my voice, I always sound really young. But I am like generally just, I think I do just generally sound young, so. Alright, how am I gonna do this? Okay. Oh, this is hard. Why did I do this to myself? Alright, we're gonna need cameras. Two cameras. Oh, nice. We're about the same age. Point of interest. Okay. Luckily, I just helped my friend edit something in After Effects recently, or else I was like struggling to remember how to do it properly, but that was a good refresher. Oh, I'm sorry. I think it is funny how younger old people can sound. Alright, and then we wanted to have... Oh wow, that actually we have more time than I expected. Alright. Hi Kat, welcome back. I was like fighting for my life trying to figure out how I wanted the shot to look, but I think we kind of got it. Why does it do that? No, you're not supposed to go that fast. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. I have like a transition for 2 shots, and I know how it looks in my head, but I'm like, I don't know how to execute it. Maybe I need to like pull it back here, kind of. I am always fighting for my life. I say that a lot. I think that we can extend this to be like here. And this actually lasts long. Okay, well then I think that will be less. I'm trying not to make my editing too busy and like kind of more slow paced sometimes. Because I think I do a pretty okay job of like not making it really hard and like motion sickness inducing when I like over tween stuff, but sometimes I want to try to do more slow paced stuff so you can actually like, because it's always like really awkward to show people my super hyper edited 5-second map parts. Like I think that they work for what they are, but sometimes I get kind of bummed out because it's kind of hard to like display them to people. So I've been like wanting to like go away from map parts and do more full length videos. So that's what most of my video idea queue and then what I'm working on looks like right now. Okay, we have to start cutting stuff up into compositions. Shoot, I didn't want to do that yet. Maybe we don't have to. I can always re-edit some stuff later. Can you guys hear my, like, can you hear the audio of, like, the map part playing? I feel like my audio is kind of wonky, so I'm not sure if you can hear it. Oh, you can. Oh, sorry, I don't know how to turn that off, but... I guess you can hear, like, what I'm trying to time up. Alright. Yeah, because I have my audio, desktop audio, like, set to muted, but for some reason when I turned on my microphone it kept playing the desktop audio. If you want me to try to turn it off, I can, but I don't know if people prefer to be able to hear what I'm hearing on repeat. Oh, I figured you were asking if I like it. The song right now isn't by AJR though, actually. It's by Floor. Real. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I should try to like upgrade my OBS again. Shoot. Okay, because you can kind of see what I'm trying to do, I think. Hopefully. Okay, actually, it is kind of incomprehensible because I realized that I'm pretty sure most of you in the call do not play Genshin. And it's stick figures, and you can't read my mind, but it's just... I like Next Up Forever and Joe. I think those are my favorite AJR songs. I also like Come Hang Out. Now I kind of want to listen to it. God dang it. But it's supposed to be okay. So it's Hat Radish. They're being depressed as is what usually happens when I portray them for some reason. And Scaramouche is going to come up, and it transitions to his boss fight, and then I have to draw his stupid robot design, which I don't want to do. He puts himself in this giant robot, and I don't want to draw it, but I kind of have to because it's kind of essential to the idea of the part. So he kind of comes up really confidently, and then he kind of fades, and you can kind of see that I'm referencing what scene I'm referencing. It makes more sense in practice. I'm just kind of really worried it's going to look really busy and confusing. To have him kind of come up like that, because I just want it to be, I don't want there to be like too much movement at once. I think what I want to do is I want to bring his anchor point and do some tweening on this last ring, because I know that that's not going to be animated. He has a, oh yeah, you haven't played like the Sumeru quest. Yeah, he has a boss fight. He's like the main antagonist of the Sumeru Archon quest. His boss theme is so good. But basically he tries to become God and because he's traumatized. And it doesn't go well, and he kind of gets his ass beat. It's really good. I really like it. Hang on. Wait, I can show you. Now I might start showing Genshin scenes to the stream. Yeah, no, Genshin's like constantly updating. We're in like Fontaine, and we just finished the Fontaine Archon quest, and they were so good. It was so good. I loved it so much. Farina is such a nicely written character. They did her very well. Wait, hang on, let me get the scene that I'm referencing. Oops. I will copy and paste it to the ground right to the stream right now. Let me just get a good shot. Skirmish, please cooperate with me. Well, actually, I can just show you it. Hang on, let me pull it up. We're gonna. We're distracted. This is what he's doing.
Up here, there's infinitely small and ugly.
Okay, buddy. So yeah, you have to. So like they make him like this body so he can have the power of a god, and then you have to fight the giant robot. Also, Nahida is there. And it goes spectacularly for Skirmish. So they gave him this really awesome battle theme, and then they had like this other cutscene, and you kind of kill him. And the context is he kind of, he took the Electro-Gnosis that belonged to his mom, so it's like the symbol of like the Electro-Archon's like power as a god, right? And he thinks that it's his birthright because he was originally created to like hold the power but was rejected. So he takes the Gnosis and becomes a god and like artificially constructs a way to godhood with it. Nahida, I cannot take you seriously when you were floating like that. But after you beat him, she comes and takes the Gnosis, and then we get this really great scene. Thank you, Nahida. I can't see the chat right now. You're just gonna have to be subjected to Genshin Impact with me talking over it. So, so he kind of has like a breakdown about it. You know, it's very sad. He's so tragic and tormented. Poor Skirmish. No one loves him. He was born in a cardboard box on the side of the road all alone.
I'll never go back.
Now he's gonna fall. It's really funny. There he goes. Bye. Yeah, he's dead. So then he just kind of sits there, and then he gets his like, then he becomes a playable character. The Blubber Beasts arrive. Oh no, this was before the Blubber Beast. That was in Sumeru. Oh, I don't study animation. Oh. But yeah, so that's what we're referencing here. That's kind of the thing, because this is a platonic relationship map, and it's about Skirmish and Nahida. Nahida, I feel like I didn't clarify the characters. The guy who is freaking out is Skirmish. The comedically, the like blindingly white baby was Nahida. You know, the tiny child who's just I don't know why she's just glowing. It's very unsettling. I like their dynamic a lot. So this is going over their overall dynamic because they spend a good like fourth of their scenes together where Scaramouche trying to kill her, and it's really funny. It's my favorite thing. And then she and then she enrolls him into college. It's really good. But yes. Okay, I need to like speed up how fast I'm working on this, and I need to sit normally so I don't give myself 20 spine problems. But yeah, we're drawing his giant boss theme. I really his boss fight. I really like the boss theme because oh god, someone did this really good analysis of it. I forgot how to pronounce it. There's this one like Japanese instrument that they always use as like a motif in all of Scaramouche's like character themes, and it comes in like 2 times in his boss theme. In this really cool way where basically his boss theme, it sounds like a villain boss theme where it sounds really like confident and like malicious and like evil, right? And then it kind of goes into this like haunting chime of the instrument. I need to go look up the name of it again. I'm really bad at remembering names of things. But it comes in to kind of like chime ominously throughout his boss theme. And if you pay attention to the general like themes and soundtracks they give this Scaramouche as a character, you notice that they always employ this instrument as kind of a I don't know musical terms. They employ it as kind of like a recurring motif, or like a recurring motif of that like represents his past, basically. Because the kind of melody that they play with it sounds really similar to the OST you find on this in this other like in-game location, where we later learn that's where a lot of like tragedy and a lot of his tragic backstory occurred, basically. So it sounds like very vaguely similar. And I really like how it plays in his boss theme because it gives you this kind of idea that he's trying really hard to like run from his past and kind of embrace this artificial godhood and use this kind of like newfound power to like kind of dissociate from his from like the trauma and like pain of like his like upbringing or whatever. And like he's trying really hard to escape it and like drown this out. But it keeps like coming back to haunt him and like keeps replaying ominously in the theme. And then when he gets his sort of, it's not a redemption arc, but when he gets his kind of like stops being a villain and becomes a playable character who's technically a good guy now arc, when they released his playable character trailer, I loved it because they basically have his this instrument that kind of serves as a representation of his past. It kind of is now blended like harmoniously into the rest of his character theme with the other instruments, and it like I read this really good thread that articulates it a lot better than I do, but I really liked it because I picked up on it when his trailer dropped, because it just kind of sounds like he's kind of reclaimed himself and who he is, because a part of his arc is like coming to terms with his past and like and kind of not letting himself kind of let it like torment him forever, basically. So they play it, so his character theme is really ominous but kind of in a very like confident way, with a lot of sort of like unity that kind of makes him feel like he's kind of like grown into himself, basically. And oh, it's so good, and I really like his boss theme. It's really good. Anyways, that was incomprehensible, but you know what I mean. Yes, no, she enrolls him into college because she wants him to make friends, and also she enrolls him under a funny name Hat Guy, as like a nickname, so everyone just calls him Hat Guy now, and it's really funny. And oh god, it's in like a limited event, so people who miss the event will just never know the peak of Hat Radish, but it's really good because the college is basically doing this like big academic tournament event, and Wanderer is like seen like skulking, or Scaramouche is seen like, he goes by Wanderer too. Wanderer is seen like skulking around ominously, and every time you go and confront him, he's like, "Oh well, how do you know that I'm totally up to no good? Oh, I'm so devious, and I'm not telling you what I'm doing." And then What? Okay, sorry. I got distracted. And he's like, he's acting like he's up to no good. And he, the entire tournament and doesn't tell you what he's doing. And then at the end, he like shows up with Nahida, and Nahida's like, "Oh yeah, I was just worried that something might go wrong with the tournament, so I sent Haka here to keep an eye on it." And he's like, "Seriously, I think you can stop calling me that now." And Nahida's like, "Why? Don't you like it?" And he just puts up with this. Like, he's usually really snarky and like mean to people, but he just lets Nahida mess with him, and it's my favorite thing in the world. And the fandom doesn't even understand this. They keep making the like Wanderer like scream at Nahida and act like she has to parent him when he's a grown man and she's like 8, which I really don't like. I'm not a fan of people calling Nahida Wanderer's mom. That's another tangent, though. But I think it's really funny because he just genuinely respects her, and kind of just specifically just kind of puts up with her more than other people, where he's a lot more like mean and snarky with even like the player in comparison to Nahida, in my opinion. And it's so funny, and I really like them. Musical storytelling. I do really like Genshin's the way Genshin does music. I like its soundtrack a lot. Oops, wait. Sorry, I'm like, okay. That gets cut off there. Uh, you can come back here. They finally released Wanderer's like character demo theme on like an OST, so I can listen to the actual soundtrack without like the audio of the trailer played over it last night. And I was waiting for it for like a year, and I was crazy. Mm-hmm. Wait, I just realized I could play Wanderer's boss theme or Skirmish's boss theme. We're gonna play one. We're gonna play it. Oops, I just realized you could see me pull up my Spotify. Oh well. This is the boss theme I was talking about. I don't know if you can hear it. You said you can hear it in my desktop audio, so. This is what I was talking about with the past coming back to haunt him part of the song. I really like this track. It's really good. It might be kind of quiet, I just realized. I couldn't really appreciate it in game very much because the boss fight was really chaotic, so I was trying not to die, and also I was just really hyped up. I also played it while I was like miserably sick in bed, so it is very good though. Uh, this is the second part of the theme I was talking about again. I really like it. Oh, sorry, I keep saying that. I just really like it. Oops, wait, that doesn't work. I think we need to make these a bit bigger. Anyways, that's the boss theme. I don't know how clear that was. I can't hear the playback. That might have been incomprehensible, but you know, whatever. Yeah, I like the vocals a lot. I really enjoy listening to it because every time I listen to it, I think about my utter panic. Because there's this one part of the boss theme where he drops a planet on you, and you have to like destroy all of these things to power up your like this like ability, so you can like strike him down before he drops a planet on you. And like if you don't do it in time and he drops the planet on you, it like insta kills the character you have out. But for some reason, it's always hard for me to destroy the things that I need to destroy because the characters I like to bring into the boss fight, just their attacks just don't really hit the things I need to destroy very well. So I always like, there's like one part of the theme every time I listen to it, I just remember like panicking because I'm like trying really hard to destroy the things, and then we're like, and then the game gives me this warning like, oh, he's about to drop the planet on you, and I'm like, god damn it. Bye, cat. His Genshin OST has been killer. I really want to do a Wings of Fire video with like a recent track that they've done. Wanderer, the playable characters theme, is this one, which just came out. If it's too loud or quiet, let me know. I can adjust it. Okay, that sounds too loud to me. Actually, I should just show you the theme. We can listen to it though. It sounds like, yeah, I don't know why it does that. That's weird. Here, wait. Wait, okay, I'm gonna try to, here, wait. You're gonna hear an echo real quick. I'm gonna try to fix my audio because it's annoying me. Why does it fucking sound like that? Oh my god. Sorry about that. No, wait, you can't even appreciate the OST properly. Let me, okay. Hang on. What was I doing? Okay, right. Hang on, you're gonna just look at this for a second. Desktop audio, because I think if I do desktop audio, then it's gonna like... I don't know what happened. Like, usually, it plays just fine, but... Hello? Desktop audio? Wait, okay, I'm gonna try to, wait, you're gonna hear an echo real quick. I'm gonna try to fix my audio, it's just annoying. Why does it fucking sound like that? Oh my god. Sorry about that. No, wait, you can't even appreciate the OST properly. Let me, okay. Hang on. What was I doing? Okay, right. Hang on, you're gonna just look, hang on. Okay, you can hear this. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Oh, Jesus, Wanderer, okay. How does this sound? Okay, well, that's loud. Alright. I'm gonna just look... Hang on. Okay, you can hear this. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Oh, Jesus, Wanderer, okay. How does this sound? Okay, well, What happened to my audio quality? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, hear this. Sorry. Oh, sorry, you can just hear like an echo. Sorry. What the heck? Sorry, you can just hear like an echo. I'm gonna like turn off CESP so you can see what I'm doing, so it's less confusing on why the audio sounds like that. I'm gonna like turn off CESP so you can see what I'm doing, so it's less confusing on why the audio sounds like that. Okay. All right. So starting from now, I'm gonna try turning on. We're gonna just play some music, and I'm just gonna talk for a second, and then I'm gonna pause and see how this sounds when I try to. Okay, now we're turning off my desktop audio. How does it sound now? Well, I don't know. I can't hear it. So now we're gonna turn off Kave. I'm just gonna talk for a second, and then hang on. Alright, we're back. Well, I'm just not going to mess with that. I don't know why it decided to hate me, but I don't know how to fix it. I guess I can try to, I'll try to like update OBS after my stream and see if I can get it to work off stream so it's not like painful to listen to. But yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, no, because like it worked last time and I just didn't use my computer for a bit because I was busy with college. So I guess it's maybe like OBS, because my OBS is really out of date, I think, so I'll try to figure it out later. Anyways, I think I was trying to do camera move. But yeah, no, hat radish is great. Well, now I just want to send you the hat radishes. You can't talk to me about Genshin. I get distracted. Oh my goodness, wait. Because my favorite thing about hat radish, perhaps, I think everyone abandoned the stream because I was like fiddling with my audio too much, but that's okay. They'll come back probably. What I really like about Hat Radish personally is their character demos are completely polar opposites in tone to one another. So I really like showing people them back to back because you watch them and then I explain that they're like friends and you're like, okay, that's great. See, because here's like Nahita's. I can't live stream it because my audio hates me, but you know it's there. And then where's Wanderer? I had it in my YouTube history. This. He's so crazy. This is the English dub. I always recommend the original like Chinese audio because I really like the Chinese voice actors, but that's what I had in my hat on me right now. And then as in terms of English dub voices, I don't mind Nahita and Wanderers too much. Like Nahita sometimes like sounds too squeaky for me, and it just doesn't work when I can't take her design very seriously. But I'm like used to it now. It's usually when I'm showing people my favorite Genshin characters, I'm like allergic to showing English Xiao because like especially his earlier on like scenes, they like it's not the voice actor's fault because the voice actor I feel has like the voice direction has been adjusted to be more in line with his original characterization, but like in early English Genshin, I don't know what it is, but they just decided to make him sound completely differently and translate him really weirdly. So he just sounds really angry and edgy in the original English dub, and it makes a lot of people mischaracterize him. And I feel like because Xiao has gotten such good writing that's in line with his Chinese characterization. Like the English one has had to fold to adjust to that. So it's not. I don't feel like it's as much as a problem these days because you know Xiao sounds a lot like calmer in English the way he does in Chinese. But it drives me crazy with like a lot of his like with his in-game voice lines, which are recorded, which were recorded when he was first released 2 years ago, 2 years ago, because he just sounds really angry, and they like okay, because they like everyone mischaracterized him as this like really melodramatic, like edgy, like teenager. When he's not. If you listen to his original like voice lines and audio in Chinese, even if you don't understand Chinese, you can tell that his demeanor is a lot different. He's very calm for one, and he just is not rude in a very bitter, like angry way, the way English makes him sound. He's kind of rude in the sense that he's just really aloof and doesn't know how to talk to people because he thinks he deserves to exist to suffer and whatnot, etc. So I have beef with early English dub Xiao, and it's not even the voice actor's fault. I think she does a good job. It's just the voice direction for Genshin and the way they localize it sometimes is really weird. Like, oh my god, there's this one voice line that Xiao has that you can unlock in game, and it's about him being drowsy, or like drowsiness, or whether or not he sleeps. And in English, it just kind of sounds like he just shouts at you and is like, oh, who's there? What, you think I sleep? You have no respect for the ways of the Adepti. Why I have this line memorized is don't worry about it. It just kind of sounds like he just suddenly sees you and snaps at you and like tells you that he doesn't sleep because he's not human. But in the Chinese voice, I love it because it starts off really quiet and you can hear like really quiet breathing, and then you can visibly hear Xiao like wake up and go, huh, what? And then it just sounds like he's kind of like embarrassed that you caught him sleeping, and he like vehemently denies that he needs to sleep like a person does. And it's just like my favorite thing ever. And it's just kind of really endearing and captures the way that you're supposed to receive his character, but it just doesn't get carried over to the English dub very well. It just sounds like he's snapping at you for no reason. Like you don't even get the thing that he's like embarrassed that you caught him like dozing off. It's funny. No one understands. I am very opinionated about this for some reason. Okay. Oops, wait, I need to do that. Yeah, I really like their intros a lot. They're silly. The first time I listened to it, I was like, ugh, I really don't like Nahita's voice line. I'm just like not a fan of how like cutesy it sounds. And then I proceeded to listen to it nonstop for like days. It was really funny. It is just so obnoxiously cutesy to me. And I think it's a bit much, but to the point. But what I kind of just don't. I find it hard to just take Nahida seriously because of how her design looks and is translated in game, and the fact that she's baby. I think it's just kind of funny now that her demo is just so like puppies and rainbows everywhere, and then she gets kind of sad at the end. I'm like, yeah, that is in character. I accept this. What the heck? Why did my thing not? Oh, oops! I accidentally like just did this multiple times. I need to do that. Okay, I don't like how that looks. See, the thing is, I feel like Wanderer's character demo is technically when he's at his least edgy. If you really think about it, this is my opinion. Oh, I didn't save my file. Oh my goodness, that was bad. I just really like how dramatic he is. It's like, okay, edgelord, and he just has like a fun time beating people up. So I had like a very set idea of how. But anyways, you just have to remember that like the second guy, Wanderer just canonically listens to and does what Nikita asks him to do without complaint, or like not serious complaint. He grumbles about it, but you know it's that's just because he's like that. Hello. I'm info dumping about Genshin Impact again, as is what usually happens on my streams. I'm trying to. That is the wrong asset. I can't read. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay, maybe we should like Peach text. I don't like how the text looks, so we're trying to fix it so it looks better. Because I had like I'm so glad that I have like pretty strong visual ideas for how my videos should look generally. Because I sometimes just really struggle to visualize things I need to draw. But it's usually I usually am able to like be guided by a pretty clear image when I do videos, and then sometimes it's like I can't tell if it's what I have in my head is gonna translate very well, or I don't know how to translate it. So that that's always a bit annoying. But once I like figure it out in like the thumbnailing process and editing and like rough editing pass, it's usually fine. Because it's usually a matter of like timing and how to like draw it. But then I know how to work out the details. Oh, hi! Okay. I was like trying to remember if I like like recognize your username because it seems like vaguely familiar, but I wasn't sure. Well, welcome back. I'm good to see you. It's good to see you again. I think we need to. Okay. God, I really want to do like all of my video projects. I need to like be better at doing this faster. Hi, welcome back. I think we're gonna have to cut that into 2. Thank you. I like, oh god, I'm like trying to get this map part started for like months. College.jpg. Okay, how do I want to cut this up? I guess we can try to, okay, I don't know if this is gonna look good, but if it doesn't, then we can, I'm trying to, because I had like I wanted the text to appear on screen with like a really specific like rhythm to it, but I'm trying to decide how much I need to cut up the word vicious for that to work. Did I spell the word vicious right here? Am I crazy? I did. I almost have a heart attack. Thank you. I like threw down like rough palette ideas because I'm trying to plan my things better, but we're gonna see how the palette gets finalized later. Alright, we're gonna try this. This might not be necessary, but we're gonna have to try a few things. Okay, so we go this. I think that's what I wanted. I think that's exactly what we need. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I decided I wanted to do handwriting text, which is kind of painful to do because I have to like individually move in all of the like assets, but I liked how it looked for the part. Yeah, I think I do like that more. Okay, we're keeping that. Ah! Clicked on the wrong thing. I really did not need to. I really like see. I'm making it a lot like harder to kind of move stuff around by handwriting it, but I just I sometimes I just have a vision with things, and I was like, the text needs to be handwritten for this part. It would look nice. So thank you. I like keep defaulting to doing handwritten text. I just really like how it looks because I always sometimes it just the tone of like a part just feels too informal. Like I feel like whenever I just use fonts, like it always makes my work feel really formal, and like it gives it like a certain energy. So depending on kind of the like energy of the music and the part that I'm trying to portray, sometimes I like handwritten lyrics because it just kind of makes it feel less like professional and like streamlined, and that's kind of what I want. And then other times I kind of do like the written text because I think it kind of I like the kind of like I like the contrast of how like clean it looks compared to my art style usually. Like I'm working on like, ooh wait, I actually want to go look at that. Dang it, I got distracted again. Okay, I was thinking about this other animatic. I don't know if it's ever getting finished. So no promises, but I remember I was like I knew I wanted to do like fonts for this because I liked how this like. Oh, that is so old. Why is it lagging? Don't lag like that. Because I think I would decided like I wanted it to kind of because the song is kind of mechanical sounding, right? And very like machiney, basically. I mean, it's called Sad Machine. I was like, I can't handwrite the font, and I want it to kind of appear like it's kind of like letter by letter, like kind, so it looks very like automatic text, right? Wow, I actually did multiple layer things of this. Um, well, now I want to work on this. Why did I open it up? That was a mistake. I need to like I think I'm gonna have the text like glitch or something, or kind of look like it's written on like a screen. But I was like, yeah, I can't do handwriting for this. That would look bad. But sometimes I don't know. That is a lot of like drawn out ways to just say. Sometimes I just don't really like. I just like kind of like the informality, and imperfection of handwritten text, and I think it just adds more personality to what I'm trying to animate. I feel like maybe we don't need. I mean, I go look at tutorials if I'm just like having problems on how to do something. So I know how to do a lot of text stuff. Like my decision to do like handwritten text is never because I don't know how to do things with After Effects. It's just like a style choice. It is, but yeah, sometimes it does take a bit of fiddling to decide on like the direction I want to go for it. And sometimes I do have to look up tutorials for really small parts of it. But a lot of it I know how to use After Effects and how to edit, so from because I have like experience with it. So okay, no. Okay, so I know I want the text to appear with like a slight like gradient, so it kind of like comes in kind of smooth. Yeah, but I don't like how it looks here. So it's like it comes in too slowly. Oh yeah, thank you. I've just been, yeah, I've been doing like fine. I've just been having some stuff going on, but nothing really serious. Okay, I think I need to start. I don't know where I'm gonna put the game text here. I did have an idea for it. I think I just never wrote it down, and now I don't remember it. Okay, I wanted to try this thing I keep seeing people do, and it's driving me crazy because everyone keeps doing it, and it looks like lime boiling, but really cool. But I don't know how they're doing it. So we're gonna try to do this and see if it looks good. Oh, I think I found a good tutorial on it. Okay, how do I do this? We're gonna get my background layers. Okay. Okay, how do we do this? You get to see in real time how I like figure out how to do like a new edit, how I learn how to edit. I just like try to brute force it until it looks good. Okay, turbulent. Yeah, that did look like turbulent. Okay. Now, how do I make it only impact like one layer? I think I know how to do that. Sometimes it doesn't really work with me though. Oops, okay. Well, we're just gonna do that then. Actually, wait, redo. Redo. No. Okay. Hang on, wait. I'm watching a tutorial. Yeah, I like just kind of brute forcing things. It works because I'm not doing it like on as a job. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna move the size down to 2. Oh, hang on, wait. I think I need to I put this on the wrong layer. Let's get rid of that. Put this on that. Yeah. I think I need to do the thing where it's like alt click, alt click. Hmm. Yeah, recycling old OCs is always good. How do I do this again? It's like, oh, there it goes. I think I need to do like time. Freaking hi, I'm trying to figure out how to do an effect in After Effects. Hang on. Thank you. I also really like my shop mascot. Oh yeah, I do have a shop. I need to like announce that formally on my YouTube channel. How does this look? Hey, are you gonna work? One freaking second. Oh my god, it's not working. This is so sad. Wait. Maybe you want it more. Oh lord. Okay, how do we, Why does it do that? Okay, size, go to like 10 maybe. Oh, it did not like me turning down the size. Okay, fine. Growling at you. Why does it wobble like that? That's so funny. I'm a fan. No, I think we just need to... Because I need it to be like... Yeah, I mean... I just like it because I just like how Bracken and Fern look next to each other. Oh, hi Coyote Glitch. Sorry, I'm like distracted right now. Okay, now we need to posterize time, I think. Sorry. Oh yeah. I like how Fern and Bracken look next to each other because I just want Bracken to be kind of simple and not like a really fursona looking character. I kind of wanted to be able to like put him in like places where he just looks like a mascot, and not like a really furry adjacent persona. Even though it probably still shows my style that I draw like cartoon animals, which I don't really mind. But I wanted a slightly more like generic looking thing. So I can use him on like business cards and stuff if I'm like just handing them out to people who don't know like fandom geek stuff, so I don't look like a massive nerd. Because I don't know, I wanted to make him look a little less like geared towards a specific art kind of niche, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. It makes sense in my head, but Fern is more like designed to be kind of like a more like fleshed out like anthropomorphic like character. Who's kind of like not very like natural and silly. Like Bracken's just supposed to be very like simple but recognizable and kind of like fit into like a brand, like represent like a brand nicely, and like capture the vibe of like how I tend to draw, but not like one-to-one represent me. So I wanted, so I don't know. He does look kind of like the pre-evolution Pokemon version of Fern, but I actually designed them to look very different because my idea was like Fern like by default looks really spiky and kind of energetic and happy, but I felt like very intentional where I wanted Bracken to look very like calm and kind of chill and like and cute in more of like a chill and calm way, while Fern is kind of cute in a very energetic way. Ooh, I like that. I figured out how people have been doing it. Figured out how people have been doing that cool like wobbly effect. I figured it out. It's turbulence and okay, turbulent displace and posterize time. Okay, I think I need to do like 3. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, but we can keep it for now. But yeah, I do really like Bracken, so I'm glad you like him. I need to design the business card in my branding, but I don't want to. But it would definitely cut down on me like sending out orders because I just handwrite notes every time. I guess whenever I get around to like, I'll probably advertise my shop more formally on this channel. Like right now, I'm kind of just thinking about adding like something to the end of like whatever video I end up posting next and being like, hey, did you know you can buy stuff from me now? And I guess if I drop like a relevant fandom, because if I had planned it, if I ever finish that Wings of Fire AMV I want to make, which I probably will try to do eventually. I probably promo that I'm trying to like do a big project where I do a bunch of Wings of Fire merch. I probably give people like a slight discount if they like come from the video to order. I'd be like, hey, you can get like 5% off for this amount of uses, I guess. Okay. Why did Wanderer die? Oh, here he is. He's back. I hate how these drawings look. I need to fix them later. I don't like how Wanderer looks. Technically, it's not Wanderer. It's Kabuki Nona, but you know, like. I guess I was gonna like tween the characters to have like their heads and stuff moving down, but maybe I don't have to do that. We're gonna try to do it and see how it looks anyways, because I'm crazy. But then this would kind of require me to have to draw the characters more competently, and I don't want to do that right now. Okay, Heat is back. So I have her. We're gonna cut the characters in half. I love doing that. I love cutting them into pieces. It's so fun. We have to cut her in half. Okay. And then this is gonna come back and bite me when I have to like redraw all of the characters, but you know, it's fine. I just need like an idea of what it looks like basically. I'm so funny. Cutting your characters into pieces is very good for them. They love it when you do that. Like characters and map parts and stuff, they just really love being cut into tiny pieces. Okay, now they're gonna like get decapitated. If it reloads properly. Oh, there they go. And I have to add back in their heads and such. Import those files. Yay. Don't even worry about it, guys. We're gonna put them back together again. They're fine. Okay, so we have to... Why are you... Readjust him. Okay. He's back in one piece, and then I need to move his... Where's your anchor point, buddy? Oh my god. Nope, that's not where the anchor point's supposed to be. Come back. Yeah, right there. How does that let you... I guess I can move it a bit like here. Can we move it like here? Anchor points are very important, kids. Don't overlook your anchor points when you're editing in After Effects. And probably other programs too. I hope so. I might have to cut them up into more pieces than just this. But maybe not. I don't want to, like, I keep being like, I don't want to over edit, but then I'm like, you know what would be funny if you know what would be funny to do right now? Over edit. And then I do it, and it's funny, but it looks really good. Oops, I totally called the assets the wrong things. Let me rename them. Enter. Oops, wait, it's probably not letting. Okay. Okay, I renamed them, so they're good now. So now we're going to do this thing that I like to call programming, not programming. I don't know what I was going to say there. This really funny thing called tweening individual parts until the character looks nice. And I like get sucked into like a special kind of madness about it because, well, I don't. Okay. I had to like make my render quality really bad because I don't know why my After Effects just decided it doesn't like rendering my projects, especially my bigger ones, with higher quality. But it will probably be fine for the map part. Can we? Okay, we're gonna. Nikita, you need to stop vanishing into the void like that. That's not good for anyone. I think like I think she needs to. Okay. Yeah. We're working, guys. Nikita, now you're moving too much. You can't be doing that. That's not good for you. Why do I have so many Discord DMs? Hello. Okay, now I'm seeing what's wrong here. By wrong, I mean it looks completely fine and I'm just crazy and need to be like really ambitious and like whatever. But again, as I said, it always looks good. So it always looks, I like how it looks. So we're gonna do it. The torture labyrinth. It's coming. I don't think he needs to move that much. Yeah, he definitely does not need to move that much. Hey, buddy. Just that much, I think. I think I need to more move his like head a bit, but it'll look weird if I move his body than his head than his body. Yeah, that looks great. We can like. And then. You know what? We're gonna move anchor points everywhere. Come here. Ow. Don't do that to me. I should have done the camera movement last. What's my problem? I completely forgot how I'm supposed to edit. Okay, well, this is fine. Anchor points, everyone. Anchor points. I'm trying to like just make the text a bit like, I don't know what I'm doing actually. I don't know what I'm doing. Why did I do that? Okay, well I think my goal was I wanted the text to look like a bit tilted and unstraight. I didn't want it to look too perfect. Yeah, it helps a lot. A lot of them editing programs I feel are kind of similar, so you don't have to learn like After Effects. Okay. I feel like this works actually. I think the only thing I want to change, and I can actually change. Oh, that's really easy. I don't even have to do an entire new compilation for that. So I'm not doing any other tweeting there. Oh yeah, I'm so cool. Oops, that's gonna cause some problems, I guess. Okay, well. Okay, we got it, we got it. Maybe we don't need to do that right now. I think it looks fine as is, and we don't need to like move stuff around, but okay. Now we can keep doing the other like shots and actually so you can see what the thing is. I think I'm gonna try to get the animatic done today, and then we can like see where I'm going there. Why is there legs? Stop. Oh right, duh. Okay, new animation cell. How am I gonna make this look? Shoot, 1 second. Let me get my, Oh, I was just showing you it, actually. Oh my god, I've been really bad at, like, seeing messages. Shoot, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, hang on. Skirmish, they're gonna hear you if you keep doing that. 1 second. 1 second, we're getting reference images. God, I do not know how I'm gonna draw this. It's gonna be so funny. Let me just throw him down. Oh wait, that's the exact shot I wanted. Never mind. One second. This shot is there's gonna be a little bullshitting in this shot because I have to take creative liberties with it. Oh my god. Okay. University. Scary. Okay, it would be great if I could have these on like a separate layer so I can reference them. I guess I could technically pull it up on my... that takes too long and I'm lazy. Well, it's basically this shot, so... I guess it's gonna have to be rotated because he's... pain and agony. Okay. Maybe I should just... Okay. I don't know what I want this shot to look like. I'm trying right now. That's what I'm doing. Maybe I should draw him first and not Nahida. That might help. University.jpg. Sorry, I was just thinking about it. I'm just really distracted. Sorry. As I often am. What am I doing? Okay. I know what I want it to look like, but also I don't know how. Like I know what the vibe is supposed to be, but I don't know what it's supposed to look like, which is very annoying. Because I know how it's supposed to feel, composition wise, but I don't know. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Sorry, my mom came in. I keep telling my parents to not just burst in my room when I'm doing this, but it's okay. Um, One second, I'll be right back. Oh god, I'm back. Oh my god, Ronnie invaded my stream and I didn't even get to say hi. Hello, Ronnie, who's been gone for 10 minutes now. I had to like respond to something. But I'm back now. I'm like, where was I? Where was I? Hello. Did everyone die? I think everyone died on the stream. But if any of you are still here, hello. We're going back to drawing now. Jesus, okay. Ah, the horrors. Anyways. Nope, nope, definitely not what I was going for here. Look at my messed up stick figures, everyone. Well, that's cool. I love listening to new music. I need to listen to more music, honestly. I don't do it as much as I feel I should. Okay, so I think what I since this this drawing was going to be silhouettes anyway, so I think I'm just going to start blocking out the silhouettes as silhouettes to begin with, because maybe this will make it kind of easier to like visualize how I want it to look. Where are my images? Me when I get the freaking... Ah. Man, maybe I should start with silhouettes for like all of my human art, because I always feel like it helps every time I do it. And I just stop doing it because I feel like it's cheating. Well, not cheating, it feels like it only works in like some ways. I need to figure out how to have like a good like balance of like techniques on like what works for me. Because it's not cheating, but it kind of feels like it kind of is like me copping out of like trying to like really think about how to develop a better understanding for my art. So I don't think it's like wrong for me to do, but sometimes I kind of want to like try to like figure out how to like build human figures in other ways, instead of relying on silhouettes. But you know, maybe I should just stop thinking like that and just be like, well, if it works for you, start on that. I'm just trying to find like a good like way to. Honestly, I think I just want to like find a comforting middle ground on like how I feel it, on like a way it feels helpful. That was word. That was incomprehensible. Sorry, but you know what I mean. I think, you know, I don't think there's a lot of like cheating when it comes to how you get to like the end product of art. I think the only time it like I would start, you know, calling things cheating is when you're just kind of not really, I don't know how to say it, like I don't know, like I would just do it in a case by case basis, but I think it only becomes a problem when it's kind of a matter of like morally if I think something is good. So you know, I think it's kind of mean. I just think it's kind of just scummy to like you know, trace someone's art and like really blatantly rip it off, and then you know, present it as your own without like citing them as even like inspiration. You know, like I think that's just kind of like rude, right? So I think that would count as maybe not cheating, but you know, that's something I feel like is like a problem. But you know, when it comes to like tracing refs or like tracing like a picture of like a cup that you took because you can't get the perspective right, I don't feel like that's really cheating. Or you know, like using different art methods is really cheating. Like I think some of them you know, you kind of have to you end up relying on them as crutches because you don't really have like the technical skill to like substitute that other people substitute in for doing that like kind of quote unquote cheat. But that doesn't make it like a wrong cheat to do. I think, I don't know, the only my hard limit on when it stops, when I like feel like it's not really a valid like shortcut or like way to like execute like an art idea, is when I just kind of feel like it just feels like morally mean or kind of rude or inappropriate, if that makes sense. What was I doing here? Oh my goodness. Oh wait, I did take this picture and then didn't use it. Wasn't that funny? This is such a fucked up looking image. Not the screenshot, the silhouettes. What am I doing? This looks like a cat, like a deformed cat, because I can't. Why am I doing this to myself? Oh my god, hello. We're going through it because I can't draw human silhouettes properly. And I don't know what pose I want to do, so I like once I figure out the pose, I'll go and refine it with the references. But for now, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Random bullshit, go. Um, it is. What the fuck are these legs? Okay, everyone ignore me. I'm like, this is. I feel so embarrassed for no reason. This is even like the actual sketch. I'm just like, it is gonna be hat radish because I have like one thing I do. Uh, okay, you know what? I don't want want to draw this on stream. Now I'm like weirdly embarrassed. Every time I draw humans, I get like so embarrassed by my like inability to draw them like very easily. And I don't know why. I just get so like, I always like know like how I want it to look, but I just don't know how to like break it down enough to like execute it. So I always just get really sad, and I'm like, oh my god, look at me, I'm so sad. I can't draw. Okay, well now I kind of have to draw this on stream, because now I've decided that I have a personal weakness where I like get embarrassed to draw humans if they look bad. So we're gonna force myself to not feel that. Maybe we should. Okay. Okay. This is a great pose. It would be great if it worked for my thing, so I could copy it. But not copy, but you know, reference it more concisely. But maybe I should just reference it anyways. But it doesn't have like the exact energy I want. Basically, it's a problem. Why are his legs so long? Skirmish. Well, that's definitely the pose that I just traced, but that's not what I want it to look like is the problem, so. What? Fucking whatever, okay? Pain and torment, we're just gonna... I'm doing sketches. I'm supposed to be doing sketches because I need to storyboard the other half, but what am I doing? Okay, sorry. We're normal. Now I want to do figure drawings because I'm like trying to think like how you do figure drawing, but I'm really bad at it, and I really wish I had like I could take a class so I could do it in person and not just through pictures, and I could get like a critique as I'm doing it. Unfortunately, I'm not an art student, so where we suffer. Oh, it is working. Okay. Because I have such a hard time finding humans fun to draw, but I do like gestures. Gestures. What? Gestures. That is not the... The thing where you draw the stick men, but they're like really like cool and like fluid, and you're paying attention to rhythm. That thing. I can't talk properly. I'm sorry, but I like doing those, and I really want to get better at them because I like doing them, and I find them really helpful, and I think that that's what I need to do. I need to learn how to do good. I need to work on my gesture, and then I can use that, and I can tie down anatomy and like learn it as I go. So I just get really overwhelmed with how like much I feel like I need to understand fundamentally about humans to draw them comfortably. And it's just very counterintuitive and like, but I feel like that's the way to go. But the fact that like sometimes I just can't get like a gesture drawing. Why does it just sound like I'm saying the wrong word? Well, I can't get one of those drawings to like look the way I want it to, or I'm not really sure how to improve sometimes. I guess I could try to join like a Discord or something. I don't know. I get nervous, and I kind of like more one-on-one instruction with art. So sometimes I just get really discouraged because I just don't really know how to fix my own mistakes very well. And I would really like to take a class where I'm like given more structure, but it's kind of not really conceivable. It's just something a lot more easier for me. Like my observation skills with animals are just, it's a lot easier for me to like see an animal and like think about how it kind of works and like feel interested in kind of studying it or like figuring out how to draw it. But with humans, I just never have motivation to it. I just get like really discouraged immediately for some reason. Figure drawing, okay, right. Yeah, no, like I do figure drawing and like gesture, and I want to get better at it, and I'm trying to set like it got kind of messed up with my surgery recovery, but I started doing like a few of them every day just to kind of like study and like stop freaking out. But I don't know why I just like get really easily discouraged with humans for some reason. That's true, but I don't really like the figures very much because they always just feel really stiff, and I feel like I can't use them yet because anytime I try to, I just end up like making everything feel really stiff. I definitely want to do figure drawing because I find it really fun to do, but I think that the moment I start like trying to think about how to like like learn from it and then execute that knowledge into art, I get like really overwhelmed and anxious about it. So I have to like coax myself into it. But I've been like doing good progress. Okay, yeah, I did get what I wanted now because I like was thinking about how to do figure drawings. I think I'm improving. Like I don't think you can really see the improvement in my human art yet because they're still really wonky. But like like mentally, I'm improving in terms of like how much I like how persistent I am with it. Though to be clear, I am like just really stubborn with all of my art, but I feel like I'm like more willing to kind of problem solve and like attempt humans than I was like a few years ago, and it's been getting better, so I'm happy. It's literally just a matter of like thought process on how to do it that I need to like figure out how to do. Because then I can't execute, and like I could have like the best kind of like tutorial or like cheat sheet or like understanding of anatomy, but I just don't really know how to think about drawing a human very well because I just am weird about it. I have like a lot of weird expectations on how I should do it, and get really frustrated when it doesn't really feel very intuitive to me. And I don't, and it's like hard for me to figure out how to build that intuition because I feel like that's very specific to how I am as an artist specifically. So you can't really like read a book and then understand how to do that. But one day, like, I really want to be one of the, every time I see like my favorite artists who are like really good at drawing humans and animals, I get so jealous. I'm like, God, I want to do that so bad. That'd be so cool. That's like literally all I want. So I feel like I've just been uh, more and more like wanting to kind of draw humans, but before I just didn't want to. Now I like it. It feels like a fun goal, and it's kind of, I can only draw things that feel that are, I can only really draw in the realm of what feels fun for me to do. Because I'm mostly a hobby artist. The concept of like, I need to reach this goal for my portfolio, or like develop an understanding of like fundamentals to be more skilled, just doesn't work. It just makes me feel kind of miserable, so I have to like find another way to motivate myself. I actually don't mind shoes very much. I find feet really easy to break down the shapes of and understand conceptually. I just kind of think about them as animal paws, like how you would draw like a furry. That doesn't mean I'm good at drawing shoes, but like I find it like they're less intimidating and like upsetting for me. I get like upsetting for me to figure out. It's just the entire just putting everything together in proportions with humans and drawing them vertically that I have a hard time with, I think. I don't know how to explain it. Hands are like okay. I think, I don't know, like a lot of like individual gripes of like parts of drawing humans I don't really feel, because I feel like, well, once I figure out how to like fit the entire body together and like execute the entire body, I'm not really intimidated by the concept of like learning hand anatomy, or learning like any limb anatomy. Actually, I really like the idea of studying how they do limbs. Like that's actually really fun for me. Like I've like sat down and like researched into like how the muscles in that area of the body work, because I thought it was interesting. I think it's literally like the overall torso and main part of the body, and like fitting all of the pieces together is just really hard for me to do. So while I'm not good at drawing, I don't think I struggle a lot with drawing hands and like shoes and feet. I I find them more fun to like try to understand and figure out than like the entire human figure. But I kind of usually have to draw the entire human figure and like be able to recall a lot of like overall anatomy of how to build like a pose. So obviously I should do more gesture, I feel, is what I'm learning from saying this out loud, but I don't know. I really want to learn human anatomy, and I don't feel like I would mind studying individual body parts, but it's just like I can't hit this like one stepping stone to like get into there. Yeah, no, like I don't know if it makes sense. It's just sort of like the immediate rhythm of the human body is just not interesting for me to think about. Like it's really hard for me to think of like compositions with them for some reason. Whereas like thinking about like the way that like an animal moves or like poses I can draw in my, I have like a really strong like visual library because I spend a lot of time studying animal art, and being like immersed in it, and it's just really interesting and like seems fun for me to draw, and really easy for me to build up this like visual library of how an animal moves in my head, more or less. Or at least how to like what like art I like, that where I it's like I can look at like animal art and be like, wow, I really like how this person draws this an animal in this way. I immediately know how to break it down and like think about how to replicate it. I don't know where to start with doing that for human art, so it's just really hard for me to like study human art to decide like what works about it and what doesn't. Whereas it's really easy for me to do that with animal art. Which is, it's always been like that. Even when I like was just starting drawing, I even started drawing humans, but I just immediately just always swapped back to doing animals because I just find them more fun to draw inherently. I guess it's just how I am in terms of interest. But it's really frustrating because it's just like, there's just something about this like weird mental roadblock of like being able to study humans and actually like implement any knowledge you learn, that I have to figure out how to like overcome before I can start working on like anatomy and my fundamentals. And people are like, well, like you have to learn the rules before you break them or figure out, but I'm like, I don't know how to learn the rules is the problem. Like I can see how I would have to like what I would have to do in terms of and to learn my fundamentals to like get to somewhere I want to go with my animal art, but I just don't know have like any idea of what I want human art to look like what I want to accomplish with it. So, then it just feels like I have to learn all of the fundamentals, and I have to, like, have like a perfect anatomy understanding and do all of these really like complicated like anatomy studies before I can like before I'm going to be able to comfortably attempt humans, which feels really miserable and doesn't work, especially when like it never stops me with animals. Like I'll know that I'm messing up on like animal anatomy, or like I like have like a lot of like problems with like 3D, like doing good 3D figures, or like my art looks flat, or like I'm really okay with like being able to just have fun and like see an art piece through with like comfort, and know how to build on that to improve the art piece with animal art, but I just can't even start with humans. And I feel like I kind of have to like entice myself into wanting to draw them and being able to draw them in like a comfortable way before I can start building a fundamental understanding of fundamentals on top of that. That was a really long monologue. Because like, yeah, ultimately if you want your art to look good, you have to, and especially if you're doing stylized, you're going to have to learn your fundamentals. But I feel like there's also this kind of like just genuine enjoyment and desire to learn and evolve your art, that I just do not have. I have with certain parts of my art, but I just don't have it with humans. Ergo, anytime I sit down to like study anatomy or like figure out or like what's wrong, or like even if I'm like copying someone's like tutorial just like to try to get an idea of it, it just doesn't work and it doesn't click, and it just is never satisfying. um I want to be able to just draw, like be comfortable with drawing humans that just don't look very good because of my lack of fundamentals. And then that will make me want to. And then once I'm like having fun, I'm like, okay, to have more fun, let me develop my understanding of fundamentals. Uh, uh, yeah. I don't know how to draw the legs. I have like an idea of how that's gonna look, but we're gonna not worry about it right now. don't know why I can't get this to look though, like have the exact kind of like energy in like my head that I want it to have. Because obviously like I'm not like trying to like refine it. I had like this specific idea. Maybe it was just this. Maybe I just need to add like the highlight from the white. Oh my god, I think I'm figuring out how to, like, start to draw humans comfortably. Wait. Okay. I think it needs to be a lot smaller.